Previously on the Sheltowee Trace.
Alrighty, here we go. I think it's about 4:02 now on Sunday morning, October 24th, 2021.
Godspeed, Jason. Good luck.
See you on the other end, Turtle.
All right, be safe. Have fun. And there goes a confident Jason Wish. I can't even follow him down the trail a few hundred feet because that would disqualify him.
Just walking along in the dark. It has been very foggy this morning. It actually just cleared up a little bit, so I decided to get the camera out for a minute. Just getting started, only 3.5 miles in. I'm just so thankful that it's not raining. I'm looking forward to daylight. Well, an official good morning here on the trace. It's finally daylight. I've been in the dark for the last almost 4 hours. Just about 8 o'clock. Getting ready to cross this, it might be called Holly Fork, I can't remember. It's that real rickety suspension bridge. I gotta tell you, these blazes are so comforting. When you're walking in the dark and you're not sure if you're on the trail, and then one of those shows up, it's like, oh, yes, I'm on the right trail. The only issue I'm having today so far is wet grass. This was all frosted over back in 2019 when I did my self-supported attempt. But it's about 55 degrees today, so obviously there's no frost. And it rained all night, so everything is very damp, dewy, and wet. And here's that suspension bridge I remember. I remember walking up these steps and then they were creaking because of the ice. And it's slick. Fun, fun. Probably better turn the camera off. I'm a little top heavy. I can flip right over this. You can see the heavy dew. But I'm just thankful it's not raining. I'll take these conditions any day over rain and heat and humidity. I ended up getting on the trail at about 4:02 a.m. this morning, which is Sunday, October 24th, 2021. I had some issues with my Garmin. I could not get it to acquire a GPS signal until at least 3 or 3.5 miles in on the trail. But I have Strava going on my Corus Apex watch and Gaia on my iPhone 8. So I got 3 forms of verification running right now. You never know when one's gonna fail. One other thing that happened this morning is my other headlamp, not this one, this is my Nightcore NU25, I think. And I brought 2 of those. But I think I was having problems with this one. So to be on the safe side, I brought Michael Stutzman's BioLite. And I forgot that thing just up and quits when it's dead. I got about 2 hours out of it, and I'm just walking along in the woods in pitch black, maybe 4 or 5 miles in, and just quit instantly. And I was expecting it to go dim slowly like these do, but nope. The BioLites stop right now. So I am grateful that I brought 2 night cores, and I have a little handheld flashlight about the size of my index finger as another form of backup in case one of these fails. Something I wanted to mention before I forget. Originally, I planned to bring my Lite AF Curve 35, and you know, it's pretty much maxed out at 20 to 25 pounds. I've had 28 in it before, but it doesn't have a hip belt, a true hip belt. It just has a webbing strap, a removable webbing strap with a fanny pack. And there is no way it would have held up with the load I have. I wouldn't have been able to get it all in there. So I was talking to Chris from Lite AF about it, and he suggested, hey, you need a 40 liter with a hip belt to carry this load for an unsupported attempt. And I was like, I didn't really want to get another pack, but I was like, all right. After I realized that I couldn't get everything in my 35, I took him up on his offer. I got to give a special shout out to Chris from Lite AF for building me this 40 liter curve with a hip belt. It has been phenomenal. And the best thing about it is that he got it to me in less than a week. So thank you, Chris. You are awesome. This pack is awesome. I feel confident, way more confident having this pack on my back. This pack carries 30 plus pounds very comfortably, having the hip belt. And it's the frameless, by the way. I didn't get the one with the aluminum stays that you can take out or put in. This is the frameless. And I currently have over 40 pounds in it. I tried very, very hard to get it down into the mid 30s. I thought I was going to be at 32, 33 pounds, but when it was all said and done, it weighed in at 40. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 41 when I'm loaded up with water, about 1.5 liters of water. But it's going to get about 3 pounds lighter every day. So in a couple days, I'll be very happy because it will be back down in the 20s. It's just a smidge past 8 o'clock, and I just hit the 13-mile mark, so I'm a quarter of the way done with the day already. That sounds pretty good. Just got on a little section of road walk here, getting ready to cross I-64. This is at about 14.5 miles. And there's great cell service right here. So there's actually a cell tower right behind me. So if you're ever hiking from the northern terminus, you'll know you'll have good cell service about 14 miles in. I did not expect to see the sunshine today. It was supposed to be overcast and drizzly all day, but I will take it. It's very comfortable out here. Currently on a nice downhill on this forest road at around mile 20. This is the perfect time for a little update. Things are going really good. I'll be in Morehead here in probably an hour and a half, hopefully before noon. Something I wanted to talk about real quick are my goals for this FKT. My primary goal is just to be the first person to ever complete the trail unsupported, which means I have to start and end with everything. No outside support, no food stashes, so I cannot take support or buy food or anything from anybody along the trail. And I can't stash resupplies like I did in 2019 for my self-supported. So that's why my pack is so heavy this time. It has all the food to sustain me for the next 7 days. So my main goal is just to complete the trail in, hopefully under 8 days, but there's not a time out there yet, so I'll be establishing the very first unsupported time. My secondary goal would be to go under the self-supported record holder, which is Ricky Vandergrift at 7 days and 14 hours, and the supported record by John Harden of 7 days, 11 hours. And then my third and the grandest goal of all is to go sub 7. So if things are going really well for me and I feel good, my ultimate goal is to break the 7-day barrier. And that's going to require 50 miles a day. And that'll give me a little less miles on my final day. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And to do that, I'm going to wake up at 3 a.m. every morning. Maybe 3:30, just depends how quickly I can get camp packed up. And be on the trail by 4 a.m. and hike a minimum of 17 hours each day up to 18. I don't want to go over 18 hours because that's going to cut into my 6 hours of camp time, which not only includes sleep, of course, but tear down and setup of camp and cooking dinner. So all those things add up and take a little time. As long as I get close to 5 hours of sleep each night, I think I'll be fine. So that's kind of my plan for this attempt. Plans often go out the window, but that's what we're shooting for right now, and we'll see how it goes. It's going to be very, very tough. Any of them are going to be tough, but I'm up for the challenge. And, I like challenges. It's fun preparing for them, and I enjoy the entire process. So it feels great to be out here. I know I have many days of pain ahead. So about a half hour ago, the sky was just black and it was rumbling, and I thought it was coming my way because they are calling for rain tonight and tomorrow. But it looks like it's pushed that way to the northeast. Thank goodness. Currently walking down through Morehead, home of Morehead State University. I'm not stopping this time for anything, just passing through. Currently at mile 25.7. So as you walk through Morehead, you look for the painted white turtles on the asphalt and the sidewalks. Sometimes there are not very many. It was very difficult for me to navigate my way through here back in 2019. But I know where I'm going this time. So when I was walking through the middle of Morehead, I came across a group that was participating in the Sheltowee Trace Hiker Challenge. And, you know, they section hike it each weekend, a part of it. So I got a selfie with one of them, and then I ran across another hiker doing it, and then another group of hikers. And they all had read the post I made on Facebook on the Sheltowee site, so that was pretty cool. It was a long morning of not talking to anybody or seeing anybody until Morehead, obviously. And then it was back to back to back, seeing a couple people hiking, so that was nice. I think we got another mile or two on this road, and I'll be heading back up in the hills, heading towards Cave Run Lake. Just about ready to hit 30 miles. Starting to get a little tired. Check out this snake. Holy moly. I don't know what that is. Is it a copperhead? Tell me what this one is, guys. I don't know my snakes. But he's fortunately got his head down there in that hole under that rock. Man, he's a fatty. There's the pattern. He's a big one. Glad he wasn't sprawled out across the trail ready to strike. He's got a really dark tail end. Onward to Cave Run Lake. Less than 10 miles. Nice little picnic area here at Cave Run Lake. I'm getting really thirsty. Down to my last swig of water. And I have this massive body of water right beside me with no water access. So I'm gonna gulp it down here in just a few minutes, because when I cross the dam, I know there's a place I can get water at the other end. And I believe there's creeks once you go back inside the woods as well. Welcome to Cave Run Lake. I am thoroughly enjoying the view. Kind of nice to be out of the green tunnel for a little bit. It is 5:15, and I just hit mile 40. On the maps, it's probably more like mile 39 because of my mess up earlier today. I added a mile. Wow, what a beautiful day. It turned out to be fantastic. And a look at the other side. I just re-entered the woods after crossing by Cave Run Lake. And, focus, I just saw a sign that said 13 1/4 miles to Clear Creek Trailhead. So I'm a little bummed out. I thought I had 9 or 10 to go. That's all right. It's gonna take me 4 more hours to get there. It's 5:30, so I'm still gonna get there by 9:30 or 9:45 if I can maintain my pace. I'm currently walking by where I stayed on night 1 on my 2019 attempt. Right up the hill there. Oh man, I'm definitely starting to wear down. Hey little buddy, what you doing? Well, I'm all set up. Less than ideal. I'm up here on top of this rocky ridge. I've been looking for a site for 2 miles. And I tucked this one in between all the saplings and trees. It was tough to make it work. 51 miles. Let's get some dinner going. Well, it's almost 11 o'clock and I'm still trying to finish my dinner. I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting it all down. I knew this would happen, pushing this hard tonight. Kind of lost my appetite a little bit and got a little queasy. But hopefully we'll feel better in the morning. See you then. On the move, 4:30 a.m. I'm feeling a little bit better, but definitely a little rough. Good morning, day 2 on the Sheltowee trace. It's been a rough one this morning. I actually got sick yesterday. My stomach has been under distress all night and all morning. It's slowly getting better. Like, it was to the point where I was ready to throw in the towel. I'm gonna try to keep going. It's not a good start. My pace is way down. I should have known this would happen. Going this hard and carrying this much weight. So now I'm having trouble eating all my calories. So in turn, that's making me very tired. But I'm halfway between Clear Creek and Red River Gorge. I've been going by some rock outcroppings, and you can see the sun is trying to come up through the clouds over there. But it has been sprinkling off and on a little bit because they are calling for rain today. And you look over here and it looks pretty gloomy. So hopefully that's not coming my way.